Luis says, being real here, what have you seen from the Mexican guy, Alfredo Gutierrez? Does he have any chance to make it somehow onto the team? We haven't seen him yet. I mean,
No.
I haven't really seen him yet. We're going to see him, both of us will see him in training camp. You can see him in the one-on-one drills, in 11-on-11s. We'll see. We'll let you know. That's an underrated storyline. Alfredo Gutierrez. You know why? Because a lot of people want to know. That makes him a story. And I think what he's playing for probably right now, practice squad. And I think he might have a chance because although I don't know what his experience is, he's giant. There's very few people as big as him. So if the Niners feel there's potential there, he could be a practice squad guy. And then that means he's one injury, 1 year, a little bit of development away from being somebody. So I wouldn't dismiss him. I don't know if he's going to contribute this year. Haven't seen him yet. But I think they're hoping most likely that there's potential here that they can cultivate over time.
And that's the thing is you take a swing on a guy like this because he is a giant. And if you can bring what you believe his potential is out of him, right? You know, Daniel Brunskill kicked around the CFL, you know, the AAF or
UUSF thing, whatever.
And
AAFF.
And look, and there's plenty of people on 49ers Twitter who call him Aaron Donald's daddy. And there's sometimes that like you can find diamonds in the rough like that. Sometimes that's a little bit of a detriment.
Aaron Donald calls him his daddy? I don't think so.
No. He probably doesn't even know who Brunskill is because he doesn't know who Deebo Samuel is. But I think that sometimes it's a little bit of a detriment with the way that they go through things because sometimes they bargain bin dive on certain players and hoping to get that. And when they do get it, they're like, oh, aha. But then you don't talk about the 4 or 5 times that you tried it other times and it didn't work. So, look, I'm interested to see what he has because I can't speculate on what he has because I haven't seen him play. But I understand the thought process, and it could be a good ace up your sleeve to have him on the practice squad just in case, barring injury.
At least he has a position. I remember when they brought in Lawrence Okoye, who was an Olympian, who was foreign and had never really played the sport and hell of an athlete. They didn't even know what to play him. They tried him on the D line. They tried him on the offensive line. Not a football player. This guy is a football player, has a position. That's a good start. So I'm very curious. All right, let's move on. Oh, wait, just got another one. T-Money Sacktown says, hey, G, you said Hasty is a mini Marshawn Lynch. Wouldn't it benefit the Niners if they use him to tire out the D and then put Mostert in for a big gain? I think the similarities between Marshawn Lynch and JaMycal Hasty are the hair and the jump
dreads.
cuts.
I was about to say the
jump cuts. Also, he runs very hard for a little guy, but he's very little. I feel like he's the new Jeff Wilson Jr. in the sense that he's not going to make the 53. And another team's not going to pick him up. He'll go to the practice squad, and he could play this year. I mean, Jeff Wilson Jr. got cut a bunch of time by the Niners, and other teams should have picked him up and didn't. I think we'll kind of see the same thing with Hasty. It's my prediction.
Yeah, and look, I love Hasty, and I love what I saw in glimpses, right? In the Patriots game, you can point to him, looking actually really good. But I think that Trey Sermon's more equipped to take that role right now, and especially when you consider the draft capital. Hasty's undrafted. So you're kind of playing with house money when you have an undrafted free agent on the team. Trey Sermon was somebody that they moved up, got in the 3rd round. So it's going to be hard for him to jump over somebody that they've invested that much into. And, look, unpopular opinion, I think Trey Sermon is a better football player than JaMycal Hasty, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope so.